Michael McGovern was a native of Ireland who wrote poetry in his adopted home of Youngstown, Ohio. McGovern called himself the Puddler Poet because he worked as a puddler in a Youngstown rolling mill. He was responsible for converting pig iron into wrought iron by removing impurities. Here, a puddler uses his rabble, a long rod with a hooked end, to stir the iron and form the iron lump. This was a job that required considerable skill in the mills of McGovern's day. Published in 1899, the Puddler Poet's book, Labor Lyrics and Other Poems, includes poems on themes such as rolling mill rhymes, labor growls, miscellaneous trifles, and amorous squibs, written, according to McGovern, to show that a rolling mill man has a heart as susceptible to the purest motives of love as those who have millions wherewith to purchase a title. The introduction to the book includes a dedication to all you who labor and are heavy laden, etc. The introduction also includes a word of warning and advice to those who might disagree with his decidedly pro-labor stance. It reads, "A series of labor growls and miscellaneous trifles follow, and if their radical tenor hurts the feelings of those who get their living through less physical exercise and the loss of less sweat than a puddler, they had better enter the rolling mills or other industries and hear labor's complaints." Possibly the most radical of McGovern's labor growls, and my personal favorite, is the Workingman'S Song, a first-person ballad on the theme of labor's eternal struggle. While the Puddler Poet left no musical notation for the tune, I've taken to rendering it a cappella, like so. I own no ships upon the sea, no tracts of land are mine. No mansions great belong to me, by Hudson, Thames, or Rhine. In royal ranks I hold no place, no servants on me wait. And yet there is an endless race for that which I create. I have no millions stored away, in commerce I've no shares. I hold no plutocratic sway mongst lords and millionaires. No wealth or stocks do I possess, yet God's own fertile lands would be a fruitless wilderness without my toiling hands. I rule no men, I make no laws, nor warring armies lead. For right is my beloved cause, equality my creed. Yet avarice and greed upon my rights and living prey. 'Twas thus with me since history's dawn, and thus it is today. I've built the castles of the rich, their yachts and palace cars. I've forged and formed the weapons which have made them great in wars. I mine the treasures of the earth, I plow and sow its fields. And yet a few by right of birth deprive me of the yields. Whene'er the flag is threatened, I for duty am enrolled, while those who own the wealth may lie entrenched behind their gold. And when a glorious peace is signed, I'm told that I am brave, while fraud and greed who slunk behind may use me as their slave. They tell me I'm a sovereign, that I am truly free, and yet no wealthy, idle men have e'er hobnobbed with me. The only time they bow to me is when they seek my vote, to place them where their hands may be, ere clutching labor's throat. The wealth I toil for goes away to plutocrat and lord, while I but get starvation pay below a slave's reward. Of mansions capped with spire and dome by Hudson, Thames, or Rhine, the poorhouse is the only home which I may claim as mine.